Hello again. Today is May 22nd and it is currently 7:32 p.m. I'm re-recording this. I recorded a first version and then I realized that there was still some more stuff I wanted to talk about. So, anyways, I know it's been a long time since the last upload, but I currently have 0 subscribers on this account, so realistically that doesn't matter to literally anyone except me. Because I wanted to do this more frequently than every 6 months, but we're fixing that. We're fixing that. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about YouTube from the POV of someone who's still a small creator, but I really wanted to focus on what it was like when I was an even smaller creator, like when I had only less than 1,000 subscribers, because that was a very interesting time of my content creation career, despite how lame it might seem. When I was still that small, I remember I really wanted to take YouTube seriously, and I knew that one of the best ways to start doing that was to surround myself with like-minded people. But when you're that small, it's really hard to figure out who is as serious about it as you and who has the same goals as you. Like, I knew a lot of really small content creators, but some of them were just doing it for fun, and some of them only did short-form content, some of them hardly ever posted. Some of them pretty much only streamed. And the only thing that we all really had in common was that we were all just trying to figure it out. And because it was kind of hard to find people with the same mindset, I ended up settling by hanging around people whose goals were misaligned with mine, but who were the only people around my size that took YouTube more seriously. You know what I mean? For example, one of the guys I talked to, oh my god, I hope he never sees this. If you're out there and you recognize yourself, I'm so sorry. He was a shorts YouTuber, and at first I was like, oh, cool, someone I could talk to about making content. Like, this guy seems pretty passionate. But then every time we talked, it would just be him sending me a screenshot of his shorts analytics and just being frustrated and complaining. And his heart was not in it, and I could tell. And he wanted to try doing other kinds of shorts, like Minecraft-related YouTube shorts, but he was too scared to do it on his own channel, because all of his stuff was for a different game. So he was trying to convince me to let him edit a short for my channel that was in a completely different style of content than I made at the time. And just that kind of thing, you know? YouTube shorts really just make you addicted to getting a bunch of views really fast. That's a whole different topic, but that's kind of the vibe I got from that guy. And at one point, this other guy I sometimes talk to, he reached out to me and basically wanted to make a TikTok reactions video. And I was like, no, I'm not interested in doing that kind of content. And he just said, okay. We were having a conversation, and when I said I'm not interested, he just said, okay, OKAY, all lowercase with a period. He was upset. And the gimmick for his video was that he would be doing it with his more famous friend, quote unquote. That's what he said. And at the time, I had 1,000 subs, and I think he had 200. But we weren't even that close. Those are the kinds of content creators I found the most as a small creator. And I used to be like that too. But even at my size, I could recognize that I did not like the vibes that these guys had. I didn't want to just make reaction videos or YouTube shorts and just try and pop off as soon as possible making slop. I wanted to make content that I enjoyed making. And I feel like at that size, it's really hard to find people that are more passionate about making fun videos, because it kind of seems like a lot of people were just waiting to pop off one day. And now that I'm a slightly larger creator, it's made me realize that it's much more valuable to make good content because you love making good content. Ignore the stroke I just had. And not to worry about the views so much, even though that's really appealing in the beginning. And you care about the views, of course. In the grand scheme of things, I would much rather be a creator that slowly grew a dedicated audience with high quality content I enjoy making and just establish myself as a personality, even if the content isn't super high quality. I'd rather do that than be a YouTuber that popped off from one low effort video and now all the videos I make are slop because I want them to be the same as that one video that popped off, you know? And I've recently realized that kind of pop off is what makes you have a really bad relationship with content creation. But this is the point of view of someone with only 34,000 subscribers. Maybe one day when I have 10 million subscribers, I'll look back at what I'm saying right now and I'll be like, gosh, she was such a fucking idiot. She was so stupid. I'm going to go make Ranking Your Insane TikToks number 435 and make $30 million off of it. I don't know. That's the point, you know? I don't know shit. Another thing that this all makes me think about is the people who I've outgrown, I guess. Like, it kind of feels weird being on this layer of the great filter of YouTube, because there are a lot of people that I met in the budding stages of my channel who I really thought were going to grow with me. But because they were so small, YouTube was much more uncertain. So even creators who I thought were big at the time, like creators with 2,000 subs, they've moved on to other things in their lives. And since then, I've become bigger than them. It's weirdly melancholic, like when I look them up and I look back at their channels or their Twitch accounts, and it's people that I used to seriously look up to and be jealous of, and they haven't streamed or posted in like 3 years. Anyways, that's why I'm really grateful to have met people like Aiden Takaphobicat and Jack and Deemer, because they all love making content, because making content's fun. And it's nice feeling like the people I know now are serious enough about YouTube to support me and motivate me to continue making content. So if you're a small creator, find like-minded friends. It's invaluable. Like, I have a Discord server that literally has 4 people in it. It's me, Aiden Takaphobicat, Torchy, and Microghost. It's called The Office, and we just go in there when we're editing. That's it. We'll go in there to edit and to talk about content, and every once in a while we will also hang out in there, but it's The Office, so it's for work. But yeah, so do things like that, you know? Get with your friends and do that kind of thing to support each other. Find people that have the same goals as you and do it together. Okay. That's pretty much it for this one.